Hey everyone, Will here. Um, as you know, I've been buying and selling on eBay now for almost 30 years. And it's my go-to place when I need to buy something. I normally get it there at a pretty good price. And nearly all the times that I do buy on there, it's been an easy, pleasant experience. So I've always loved metal detecting. Back even when I was a kid, I remember being like 6 or 7 years old, and the thing I wanted most more than anything was a metal detector. And I got a metal detector as a gift. It came from like a local department store. It really wasn't that great. It was like $90 back in the 70s, which was a fair bit of money. But found a few things with it, but being that young, it's kind of hard to have the patience and perseverance to continue with it. But I've always loved treasure hunting. I guess that's why I do the flea market every weekend. It's like a big treasure hunt for me. So back in the 90s, I bought myself a better metal detector and found some great stuff. But then 2000 rolls around, early 2000s, I end up getting married, and that all has to go on the back burner. But I've always had a love of metal detecting. So actually I thought, you know what, I got a little time now, I'm going to get back into it. So picked up this is a Mind Lab Xterra Pro. Not too bad. It was like $260. Bought it on eBay. Took it out a few times. Still learning it. But was having a little bit of trouble locating the targets once I dig the hole. So I thought, you know what, I need to get a pinpointer. That's one of these things. You get, once you dig the hole, it'll tell you exactly where in the hole the target is. So went back to eBay, bought a Garrett pinpointer, and the seller took 4 days, and then they did the trick where they just give me the tracking number but never mail it, which is a red flag. So they, after another 6 days or so, I'm getting ready to file an item not received, open an item not received case, and the tracking suddenly shows and it's delivered like the same day. So I get it, and comes in a box with the paperwork and warranty card, and got a little stretchy lanyard to go with it. And I'm thinking, I put batteries in it, and it seemed a little off. It's like, it's hard to put your finger on it, but quality. I mean, this thing was like $90. I mean, the button felt a little hard. It just doesn't feel right. It's just one of those things you really can't put your finger on exactly. But so I was a little concerned. Took it out metal detecting, and it did absolutely horrible. So I come back home and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I just need to turn up the sensitivity on it, or something. Then I go back and I look at the seller's feedback, and there's somebody in there that says they got counterfeit they sold them a counterfeit cologne. So I'm thinking, okay, I know they counterfeit cologne, but would they counterfeit a Garrett Propointer? Then I just did a Google search, general Google search for counterfeit Propointer, and yes, they do counterfeit these things. And there's a few good videos on YouTube about how to tell a counterfeit. The biggest giveaway is the little stretchy lanyard here. An actual Garrett will not come with this. So it looks great, but it's fake. So, oh, I forgot to mention, I didn't think I was going to get this. I thought, you know, the guy just gave me a tracking number. He's not going to ship it. He's just buying himself time. So I went ahead, found another seller, and bought another one. I figure, well, if the other one shows up, I got one for me and one for my son. We can use both of them. Well, guess what? This one is fake also. So in the span of 2 weeks, I bought two counterfeit Garrett Propointers. I'm not worried about it. eBay will cover me. Covered under the buyer protection. It's just a hassle. You know, I've opened returns on both of these. One hasn't responded, and I really doubt that they will. They never responded to my emails. And the other one offered me, oh, I'll give you $20 and you can keep it. I told him, I don't want it. The thing's worthless junk. So the guy writes back, oh, I'll have to check with my distributor about that. Doesn't matter. Come the 15th, I got until the 15th to close out the return case and get a refund. But I had a feeling I'm going to have two counterfeit Garretts sitting around after the 15th. Interesting thing, the serial number is exact on both of these. So if you buy a Garrett Propointer with the serial number 56237259, it's fake and a piece of junk. So that's what I got going on. Like I said, it's not that big a deal. I'm not going to lose any money. The sad part is these sellers, they put no returns. So there was a guy that even wrote in feedback, you sent me a counterfeit Propointer, but you don't accept returns, so I guess I'm stuck with it. Which, it just isn't right, because even if a seller says no returns and the item clearly doesn't match the description, you can always return it on eBay. So hopefully eBay will crack down on these things. So got some good stuff to show you tomorrow for flea market finds. So till then, this Will Yard Sales Survivalist. We'll talk again soon.